Good morning. It's day 2 of our little expedition in the Clywdian range in Wales. So yesterday was a really windy day. Not sure the quality of the footage, to be honest with you. So we'll see how that video pans out. But day 2, we found ourselves having an overnight stop on the Panorama walk. We're literally parked in a lay-by just up there. You can see it. Beautiful views, looking over the valley. And let me flick it around so you can have a little look. This is our morning view. You've got to love a bit of van life, don't you?
Yep.
Looking out over all of that. I saw the sunrise come out over the top, which was beautiful. So we're following down the Panorama walk, which is a road. And then I zoom in, you might be able to see on the top there. There are some castle ruins. Dinas, I believe it's called. Something like that. Dinas Bran. Damn, got it wrong. Something like that anyway, but there's some nice little thing to go and have a look at. So we're going to go up there. And then we're doing a circular as well. Yep. Which is about a 12k today. Yeah?
We're making it worse.
We're making it worse.
It's going to be about 15.
It's going to be about 15k. When did you decide this? To be continued. We're going to have a row. Hang on. Okay, so we've just walked along the road. Turn left, it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll come to the sign for Castle Dinas Bran, which is up on top of the big hill. Follow the trail down and back up to get to the top, to get to where the ruins are, and have a little look up there. It's another very, very windy day in Wales, and after our little turn off the camera and discussion, apparently Vida has decided that we're going to take a bit of a detour along the way of this route and visit some other places, such as World's End is one of them. Yeah. What's the other one? Oh, according to the All Trails route, we're supposed to walk past this, which is like, why would you do that when it's there? So we're going to go up and see it, which is going to add some mileage on. And then, where else does the circular take us to?
We walk Panorama view.
So we'll
walk first.
Yeah.
And then we come back at the tops.
Walk all the way around.
So you get to the end.
Yeah.
It's World's End there.
Yeah.
One World's End. And then come back over these lovely roads.
And we're back all over the top of this ridge line here, yeah? Okay, and that's our plan, is it? Cool, let's go. Okay, this is a nice sort of 45-50 degree steep incline up the top here. Yeah, it's fun. The view just gets better from this side once you get higher. You can see the walk is slippery. You see the scale of the cliff tops. Looks like old quarrying, doesn't it? A little bit, possibly. A lot of scree down. A lot of scree down the side. I think I'll get up there. Let's go. Oh, Jesus, slippery. Alright, so we're still only halfway up the top of Castle Dinas Bran. And just have a look at the view, which is incredible. And this is the valley that we were overlooking from where we spent the night in the van, just up here somewhere on the left hand side on a panoramic walk. And I just noticed way in the distance you can see the aqueduct. If I can zoom in on it somewhere. Oh, I've lost it now. Where's it gone? There it is. And you see that aqueduct? That's actually like the longest and highest and longest in the world, or something like that. It's got some like serious history to it from when it was built. I'm zoomed in and lost it again. No, I'm having a disaster. Either way, well, we're going to hopefully try and get to that at some point today and check that out.
No, we see it from distance. I think, unless we want to do 20 again.
We're going to check it out. We're going to check it out. I want to check it out because it's supposed to be like really like nice and amazing views and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to try and check it out. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, upwards. Okay, very really windy on top of here. We've kind of reached the outer ruins. Looks like we're standing on what would be the outer wall of the old castle. Let's get out there and check it out. It's decent, it's an amazing sight when you come over the top. You see it. It's a lot bigger than it looks as well. It's on for quite a while. There's some ruins. Obviously got the view still as well. She's off. I'm going to go up there to find that archway, I think. Okay, so we're on the top and it's literally almost blowing a hurricane gale up here, man. It's like seriously strong. I nearly lost my phone 2 or 3 times from blowing it out of my hands. It's rather steep off the edge and the wind is really strong. It feels like it's going to blow you over. I'm not going to get too close. Let's do that. Phone out of my hand as well. As you walk around, what's this? The old dungeons, maybe? Something going on in there. Looks like some restorations of some sort. Where are you going? You going round? You are going round. You would do, wouldn't you? It's a little bit of turret, yeah. In the keep of some sort, maybe. Oh, at least it's not so windy around this side.
Oh yeah.
Did I speak too soon? It's not only windy, but it's very, very slippery. As I say, all the stones are covered in mud. A bit of room of some sort. Guard room, maybe? Huh? Some history here, man. There's no info board, is there? Huh? Ah, found the info board, okay. Let's have a look. Ah, so Dinas Bran Castle, look at the size it used to be. So, looking around today's weather-beaten ruins, it's hard to imagine that Dinas Bran Castle was originally both a formidable medieval fortress and a splendid mansion where the Princess of Eglwyseg lived, ruled and entertained important guests. Dinas Bran Castle's short working life lasted scarcely 2 decades, from the early 1260s until its burning and abandonment in 1277. Yeah, in its heyday, the castle featured a gatehouse, keep hall, D-shaped tower, large central courtyard, probably containing storerooms, workshops, stables, and perhaps a chapel. Yeah, so that's that bit where we were. That's that bit round there.
And I'm pretty sure that we are
Somewhere around in there, yeah. That'll be the old apple.
outside the main building.
Yeah. You see the archways there, which will be these.
No, you're here.
Yeah, you see these 2 archways here, or those 2 archways there. Look. That makes sense. If this is this bit, that'd be that bit. Ah, whatever. Either way, it's nice. Isn't it? Decent. Okay, let's go for an explore and take some pictures. Okay, so we've walked down the Panorama walk, come to like a junction point with a signpost to take you back to Llangollen. Panorama walk that way. We're going towards World's End now, yeah?
Yep.
And then see where that leads. Onwards. Walking along, and V's doing a little gardener's world druid thing, and she's found the first snowdrops of spring for 2024, so she has to do her gardening bits and pieces. Anyway, while she's doing that, so we've decided to stick to the road to walk into World's End rather than cutting across the muddy fields, because we got absolutely caked in mud yesterday. So we're going to do a little variation to our route, where we follow down into the bottom of World's End, and it's going to loop us all the way back round and bring us up to the top of these cliffs faces, which are quite majestic overlooking us, and it should take us to one of the peak points. Is that right? Can't remember which one, but it takes us to one anyway. We'll get to that when we get there, and then we'll kind of double back on ourselves a little bit and go back along all the ridge to make it a circular. So look at them sheep just balancing like random sheep down there. Yeah, so
Wales.
it's Wales. Yeah, it's date night. Sorry Welsh people, apologise. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Right, anyway, humour. So yeah, so we're gonna walk into World's End and just go from there, whatever, man. Okay, so it comes to a bit where the stream crosses the road. Slippery. Very slippery. And all covered in algae.
Yep.
Ah, it's not too bad. Not too deep. Oh no, it is slippery. It's very slippery. A nice little waterfall on the other side. We're going this way. Are we going this way or that way? I just walked across that for nothing. We're not even going this way. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, just walked across there for no reason whatsoever. Slippery, slippery. Okay, found a little cave. It goes all the way, and it's rather muddy, so I'm not going to go in there today. It does go back a little bit. We're currently walking along stream, and we're just trying to figure out
Up and up.
up and up and up, yeah? Keep going up this, what looks like a really oldie world trail, man. It's fun, it's very windy. Let's go. Look how beautiful this is here. And it's like really oldie worldy, doesn't it? End of the world. So this is actually World's End. We're in the place known as World's End. And I gotta say, it's gorgeous. It could almost be world's beginning. Like, look how old it looks. It looks really, really, really old, doesn't it? And we're going up that, are we? Oh my gosh, so we're going up this. There's going to be some scrambling and climbing in between these two cliffs. Brilliant. Oh yeah, this is turning fun after a long walk. Yeah, man. It just looks so old, man. Like really old, prehistoric even. Decent. Okay, let's go climbing. Slippery or slippery and unstable. Great. Alright, so climbing up, we found another cave, and it looks like it's being pumped out of water, doesn't it? There's a pipe that's coming out, pumping water out of it, so it must be madly flooded. And God knows who climbed in there to put that in, rather them than me. It's a good Lord of the Rings. Ah?
Good discovery.
Yeah, definitely good discovery. World's End. Oh, it's quite very uneven and rocky. It just feels really old, man, doesn't it? It feels like centuries old. It probably is, yeah. And that's just not me and you, that's the trees and the rocks. has not been a good one this weekend. The hiking's been incredible, but the weather's been awful. Right, I'm off. Wow, we're on a viewpoint. Ah! I can't even hold on to the phone. I shut my eyes to what's happening from. Wow. Oh yes. What an interesting hike. Be careful, it's really slippery. Sort of bump scoots down, lower yourself. Yeah, you'll be alright for me. Wow. After falling over, being blown over, nearly slipping over, we managed to get down. We found ourselves in a bit of a nice wind-free zone. By the cliff faces we were at the top of this one, and we've come down the groove, like the gorge, so to speak. We've got a better view now of Castle, what is it, Castle Dinas Bran, Dinas Bran, something like that, where we were this morning, which is lovely. It looks even nice, it looks lovely from over here, doesn't it? This is a really nice hike, and even though it was quite a long traipse to World's End, which we might be able to see, baby, 1 second. So after coming from the castle, we came back down and we followed the panorama walk all the way along and just kept walking all the way down, deep down into that valley, almost where that really big long walk. It was probably about, what, 7k walk, wasn't it? Yeah, it's about 7k walk from like the castle to there anyway. And then we went up in this really ancient little forest, which is World's End. We come out of that, and then we was all across the top of all these cliffs that we were looking at from below. As we come down, we've just nipped down a bit of a scrambly section. There's the option to bag a couple of hills along the way, isn't there? Yeah, if the weather was better, you could bag a few hills along the way. I mean, you know, they're not exactly, they're like a couple of 100 metres out your way each one, right? But yeah, you could, if you wanted to get to the true tops of them, do those as well. And maybe on a nicer day I might have been inclined to, but so we should now just have a couple of k walk. Probably only about a mile in it, if that. Should go along here, and then hopefully it should duck us down literally to where the van is parked. Should be good, but it's nice up here. It's nice, and it's not so windy as well. We found ourselves in the opposite wind direction, which is good. Right, I'm going to cut off and get back to the van. It's a nice little trail across the top of these like cliff ridges things, isn't it? It's actually nicer along here than it is up on top, where it's just a lot of heather and sort of open land. Oh, it's still nice, but it's a bit more quirky down here. And you've still got an awesome view of the castle. The landscape, it's a bit clearer down here. It's gorgeous. Really nice place. Really nice place. Panorama walk, taking in castle. the Panorama walk, taking in Castle Dinas Bran to World's End to whatever the name of the peaks are up on top, following it down, scramble down, and then back along the top side of the Panorama walk. So rather than taking the road walk piece, taking the cliff top piece through, and this will just literally drop us back on top of the van, right slap bang where we parked. We could have come this way. One of the options was to actually do the walk in reverse, and we would have started here this morning and then finished the castle ruins, but we figured it might be really busy by the time we got back, so we opted to do the ruins first and do it sort of anti-clockwise. Was it anti-clockwise we did it? Yeah, we did it anti-clockwise. We did it clockwise. We did it clockwise rather than doing it anti-clockwise. Just so we kind of had the ruins to ourselves this morning, which was nice, even though it was very windy. Okay, so what's our total distance so far, babe? You got all the stats? Give me some geek info.
A
few meters short of 16k. Okay, elevation?
826.
826, Jesus, okay. Time taken?
4:38.
4 hours 38 minutes, almost 10 miles and over 800 metres.
Yeah.
Boom, decent one. A very decent one. Cool. Well, I hope the video was half decent considering all of the wind, and you know you can put up with that. There's not much I can do about nature. Just had sort of fun in my eyes. So please like, please hit subscribe, follow the adventures. We've got more planned next week, yes? Definitely jetting off to do something next weekend as well. We've been blessed with lots of weekends off work in a row. So this is our what, fourth in a row, this one? This is our fourth, next week will be our fifth in a row. So we'll conjure up some magic for next week. See you soon, hit subscribe.